Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to the band One OK Rock. This is my first time hearing them, so I decided to start with the song Heartache. I am aware these guys are an actual rock band, so I will definitely be watching a live performance from one of their concerts at some point. But for today, I was really excited to see that this piece was done in a studio session, which is why I chose it. So here we go.
So they say the time takes away the pain, but I'm still the same. And they say the lie, we'll find another you that can be true. Oh, I didn't realize. Why didn't I tell lies? Yeah, wish that I could do it again. Oh, turning back the time, back when you were mine, oh mine. So this is heartache. So this is heartache. ひどい集めた後悔は涙へと変わり Oh baby. So this is heartache. So this is heartache. あの日の君の笑顔は思い出に変わる I miss you.
Okay, the advantage to hearing them for the first time on such an intimate song is that I get to focus on vocals. And wow, we're gonna go all the way back to the beginning so I can just kind of piece it apart because the Taka, the lead vocalist here, he does so many gorgeous things with his voice, with his production. So we're gonna get into that. Here we go.
So they say the time.
Okay, right off the bat, not having heard him before, I didn't know how his voice was going to blossom throughout this piece. But even just here, I love the tone we're getting. It's got the tiniest bit of breathiness to it, so we know he's allowing some air to come through his chords. I like his use of his nasal resonance though. It still sounds very warm and very full, but it's got this added little bit of brightness to it, giving it just such a beautifully balanced sound. It's gorgeous.
So they say the time takes away the pain, but I'm still the same.
Right there. So you could hear him put his chords together a little bit more fully and then back off again and allow that breathiness in.
So they say the time takes away the pain, but I'm still the same. And they say the lie, we'll find another you that can be true. Oh.
And that's when we get that sort of that like twang, and I mean twang in a good way. It's got this like edge to it. And again, not ever hearing him before, you just never know what someone is going to do with their voice. And so to get this warmth and this depth and like that breathiness at the beginning, all those textures, but then to see it morph into this really cool sound that I do think is very fitting for a rock genre. I don't know. It was just very exciting to hear.
Time takes away the pain, but I'm
And there, it wasn't quite a diminuendo, but it was almost like a diminuendo of the chords in that like he's allowed the tension to release just a little bit.
Back when you were mine, oh mine. So this is heartache. So this is heartache. 拾い集めた後悔は涙へと変わり Oh baby. So this is heartache. So this is heartache. あの日の君の笑顔は思い出に変わる I miss you.
I'm not gonna go back, but I will say gorgeous falsetto. I love how clean and clear and crisp it was. Also his phrasing. You'll find, at least I have found, a lot of rock vocalists because maybe not even rock, maybe I'm thinking more like punk rock genre, but you get this really cool sound, but because of the nature of the music and the writing, they're very sort of punchy lines, and so you don't necessarily hear a ton of incredible phrasing in those pieces. So to hear a vocalist of a similar genre but going into something that's, I don't know if I'd call it a ballad, but I think you know what I mean, just something that's a little, well, it's definitely more intimate and just very heartfelt, slowed down. To hear him really sustain those lines and create these beautiful phrases, it's just, it's a cool combination with that type of vocal and this type of song, because I don't know that I've heard much of that before. Sorry, I'm gonna back it up just a smidge to hear that transition. What a cool instrumental.
I miss you.
I love that transition in that melodic line, because, and I know a lot can be done in mixing and with compression and making sure levels are pretty equal throughout a song, but right here when he has that big ascending jump, we're not getting this big splat of sound. It's so well balanced on the bottom that it blends so beautifully, and it just kind of surprises you. It comes out of nowhere, but because vocally he is so well balanced on the bottom, we're getting that nice full sound on top. It's not becoming super bright or tinny or even pinched. It's just it just matches so well.
僕の心に唯一触れられることができた君は Oh baby もういないよもう何もないよ Yeah wish that I could do it again Oh turning back the time back when you were mine oh mine So this is heartache So this is heartache 拾い集めた後悔は涙へと変わり Oh baby So this is heartache So this is heartache あの日の君
love his use of vocal fry. The other thing that's striking me a lot, his tone has just, I mean, Heartache, talk about Heartache. Like it does have that slight, whenever you use really good nasal resonance and you find really good balance in your mix, I'll tell people to, you know, pretend you're a puppy or something, just to kind of find that placement, almost like a whimpery placement. It doesn't last like that, you know, for a performance. You just do that to sort of initiate the sensations and taking a lot of pressure off the chords. So I'm getting that sort of, not a whimpery sound, but really that heartbreaking sound with this piece and with the text that he's singing. It just, I said it before, it's such a unique but beautiful combination. And it's just, yeah.
Yeah, so hard to forget. 強く弾けば弾くほどに you
and then it's just a tiny bit of grittiness in his sound.
Yeah, so hard to forget. 強く弾けば弾くほどに you and all the regret ほどけなくなって離れれなくなった今は辛いよそれが辛いよすぐ忘れたいよ君は
That was so smart. Oh my goodness, we have to listen to that again. So, first off, you can see in his face, no tension. It's just so relaxed. So he's already supporting really well from his abdomen and keeping a lot of pressure off of the larynx. But just then, when he really wanted to sort of dig into a note, rather than do it all here and potentially, you know, every voice is different. Certain voices can handle more pressure or tension or just roughness on the chords than others can. So, depending on where your voice is in that spectrum, taking advantage of forward placement and nasal resonance is a super smart way to keep the pressure off of the larynx so that you can still get the effect you want without creating a lot of roughness or strain in your chords, or in the muscles around your chords. So let me go back to that.
So this is heartache 拾い集めた後悔は涙へと変わり Oh baby So this is heartache So this is heartache
Right there. It's such a cool sound. One more time. You can almost hear the perfection of his technique. Like, we get just a slight more pressure on the chords, a little bit more thickness in those muscles so that we're getting that forceful sound. But because he's using such good forward placement and nasal resonance, it's not like, I don't know, it's not getting scary. I'm not worried that any damage or any harm is coming to his vocal cords. It's so... you don't hear this from a lot of singers very often.
Oh baby, so this is heartache. So this is heartache. あの日の君の笑顔は思い出に変わる。I miss you. I miss you.
song, but also, holy cow, the way he uses his voice. I am so excited to hear more from him. When I said a lot of singers don't utilize that technique with the nasal resonance, I think a big part of that, this is just a theory, could be attributed to the fact that I feel like there was a period of maybe 2 decades where everyone was saying, don't sing through your nose, don't sing through your nose. And in an attempt to do that, to not sing through one's nose, I think a lot of singers just never learned how to utilize nasal resonance and use it to their advantage. So it's very rare, I think, in a lot of popular music to see that. So it was very thrilling to hear. And I can only imagine how beneficial that technique is for him in a concert setting, in a live performance, especially with something a little bit more energetic, up-tempo, etc. Granted, I haven't heard any of their music, but that's just what I am foreseeing for the next time I hear them. So anywho, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.